So I have 6 pieces of advice on run defense. There are a couple that are pretty simple. One of the very first one is by far the most important one. You got to remember this above anything all else. What is up, everybody? It is Jake back with the MF Film Room. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to be up to date on all things EA College Football, hit that red subscribe button, hit the like button, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. If you like college football content, go subscribe to my other channel, Master Football with Jake Posey. Link is in the description. But enough about all that EA College Football content. Let's go. All right, guys, so we are knee-deep into this game. This game has been out for a full week at this point if you have the early release. All you people who bought on Friday, listen, I get it. You wanted to wait. You want to buy the early access. Whatever. We're into the game right now. It is going well. So I have been playing the game until my thumb hurts, and I've figured some things out. So with playing this game so much, there's a couple things I've been able to find out here, and I want to share that knowledge with you guys. Remember, smart people learn from their own mistakes, and wise people learn from other people's mistakes. Learn from my mistakes right now. So you've been playing and you're like, yeah, dude, things are going well, but I'm absolutely getting gashed in the run game. I need some help on how to slow down these dang run games. So what I'm going to do here, like I said, I'm going to have multiple examples of things where I can help out here. But the first one here on defense in particular is going to be sticking to run defense. So I have 6 pieces of advice on run defense. There are a couple that are pretty simple. One of the very first one is by far the most important one. You got to remember this above anything all else. So without further ado, let's get into that list, starting with number 1. So my first piece of advice when defending the run, slow down. When you're defending the run on this game, it's so easy to just get in there as fast as possible. I'm telling you right now. Depending upon which position you are, but for the most part, you guys are going to be playing linebacker. Most important piece of advice is just to slow down. All right, so I want to set the precedent for what we're doing here. I am Boston College. I am going up against Florida State. We're just running a simple run defense. I have a Tampa 2 defense. So you can see here what we've got. I've got a simple Tampa 2 defense. They're running it as inside zone from the pistol, a good run formation here. That right there is a great example of slowing down. So you see me right there. I'm the linebacker just to the left of the center there. If you watch this, I could have just sprinted completely out of control, but I slowed down, took my hole, and made a tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's what you're looking for. And that time right there was an example where you can see the offensive line. I definitely ran into it way too fast. So check this out here. So I am going to be here, and I'm going to use the sprint button way too fast, and I got initiated in a block. That's not bad per se, but look at the giant hole. If I would have just been able to, so right here, if I would have been able to just reach over the top and not get blocked by 76, a backside, the left tackle made a block on me. If I would have just scraped over into that hole right there, you see the hole where it's designed to go, scraped over, I would have had this tackle, but instead, you see this running back goes through this giant hole that I created from running way too fast into the offensive line. Again, slow down, scrape over top, make the play. Right there. Perfect. Slow down, scrape over top, make the play. Too fast, create a giant hole, 5 yards. Again, they were able to stop it because the safety came up. One more time, slowed down. And again, forced the cut back, made the play. That's what you want to do. All right, next piece of advice here is using the left trigger. This is in connection with the first one there. We're slowing down. The right trigger is the turbo. So this is in connection with that. So when you saw a couple of those examples of me playing the run deep right there, I was using the left trigger versus using the right trigger. Again, you're going to use your left trigger more often, especially if you're an interior defender. If you're on the edge, maybe a backside guy you have to pursue, maybe. But for the most part, using your left trigger is going to be more advantageous than using your right trigger. Now, what you're not seeing with this play is what I'm doing is I'm not using my right trigger as much. I'm using the left trigger. So if I use the right trigger, watch me use the right trigger here. Get the ball straight forward. Initiated the block. I eventually made the tackle, but only after he ran into me. Now using the left trigger, I'm going to slow down, play my gap, make the play, a tackle, super easy. Right trigger, I'm coming down, I'm going to stuff the play, and I create a giant hole. Don't scrape over the top, don't make the play. Left trigger, slow down. Again, force the cutback lane. Again, I needed some help there on that, but that's what you need to do. You slow down the running back. All right, this is kind of in connection with the first two, but it's just one of those things where if you're playing too fast, it's going to hurt you. You want to play fast, but you want to play under control. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Do not dive tackle. For some reason, the dive tackle in this game is absolutely terrible. I've missed almost every single one. Even the ones where I've connected on somebody, I was still able to miss the tackle. Check some of these examples out. So this one, I'm going to use as an example. I'm going to use this RPO bubble. So what's going to happen is they're running a bubble action. I'm going to let him get it. I'm going to show you why the X tackle is a terrible way to tackle. Even then, I dove and got him, which is hard enough to aim that. Missed the tackle anyway. Got in front of him, didn't do anything, missed the tackle anyway. Even then, I should have gotten him, but you actually lose speed when you dive tackle. All right, now we're going to A tackle here. A tackle. Again, even if I slowed him down, he broke the tackle. People rallied. They got him. 2 yards. Right there, even if I missed the tackle, slowed him down, rallied up, made the tackle. Boom, he even broke the tackle. I'm missing these tackles, but I'm having a positive result based on what's happening with the play. Right there, perfect A tackle, no gain. This is more of an overall defensive thing, and I know that this brings me back to the New England Patriots and, Dallas Cowboys. Do your job, do your job, do your job. I heard the Cowboys copy that from the Patriots, but again, we'll talk about that later. So, doing your assignment, making sure that whatever you're doing, if you're supposed to defend the backside gap, don't pursue to the front side gap. If you're supposed to defend the front side, stay on the front side. Don't go backside. Do your assignment. Otherwise, defending the run is going to be hurting you, especially with all of the RPO action. Again, even though you're over here, I've got cover one, I've got this slot corner right here, I've got this slot receiver. Again, even if I see run action, I still have to play my guy, do my assignment. Because if I don't, I completely screw the defense like that. So remember, always do your assignment. Next piece of advice here is use odd fronts. Again, I really like an odd front over an even front to defend the run 3-3-5, and especially the 3-3-5 stack, because it's going to give you an opportunity to shield those linebackers to have them flow and make more plays. So this is the 4-down front. Now with the even front is what they would say here. The guys can climb, the offensive lineman can climb to the backers and the safeties a little bit easier than before. So just watch the offensive linemen on here. They're able to climb to those backers a lot easier. Only got a couple yards there, but they're still able to get those blocks. He's going to break a couple of those. Now, same play with the 3-3-5. Again, they're able to take up those blocks. Those linebackers were able to come up. So with the 3-3 stack, those defensive linemen are going to act as a shield for those linebackers. So moving these defensive linemen inside, they're actually able to shield some of those linebackers who are directly behind them. Same guys in the same amount of guys in the box, but they're a little bit more shielded when it comes to defending the run. Right there, middle linebacker untouched, easy play for him to come up and make. I'm going to include this video here from the Coordinator Project on Tony White's Syracuse defense, the history and film study of the White's 3-3-5 defense. He wasn't the creator of it, but the 3-3-5 was designed especially to free up those backers, and especially the Lobo backer back in the day, who was Brian Urlacher. He played safety in college. So that's what it's kind of designed to do. It's designed so that those offensive linemen can't climb to the second and third levels. You create multiple levels of defense. It's harder to get to them with those offensive linemen because they're being shielded by the defensive linemen in front. And last but not least here, again, I don't really have a physical example of this. You've seen plenty of my examples in that film there, but occupying a block is better than flying by everybody. That's connected to the first two. Do your assignment. If you occupy a block, there's worse things to be in the game than just occupying a block, allowing the defense to flow. If you're one of those guys that likes to switch to B and X, switch to B to X, switch to B to X, You're going to have a rough time with this, occupying a block, being your guy, using your swim moves. Even if you're a safety on an offensive lineman, you're probably not going to win, but at least you're taking up somebody's block. Somebody else is able to flow and make the play. So remember there, just slow down. Slow down. Use your left trigger more often. Don't dive tackle. Remember, still do your assignment. Odd fronts are a little bit better at stopping the run versus even fronts. And then, like I said, worst comes to worst, you occupy a block. There's worse things to do in the game. So those are your tips on how to defend the run. Remember, number one overall, everything. Slow down and stop using right trigger so much. Use your left trigger. Flow. Again, if you have to chase, that's fine. But slow down when defending the run. You're running yourself out of gaps. You're creating holes by doing that. All right, guys, what are some pieces of advice you want to share with everybody in terms of defending the run? You guys get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know, again, telling you, I know enough about this game to know. Use your left trigger and move around. It's much easier. Slow down. You're able to make those plays. So, again, get in the comments right now and let me know what you think about all this advice. And remember to please like, share, comment, subscribe, Twitter, Instagram as well. I'll see you guys later. I am out.